In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a new Tesla-inspired AI that has been a huge breakthrough for us in our algorithmic trading or robotic trading. So if you're a trader and you're looking to get better returns, then pay very close attention to this video because this is a massive breakthrough. As you know, Tesla is using AI to build their self-driving cars. That's constantly changing as road conditions are changing. But imagine being able to have an intelligent algorithm or robot that's able to change as the financial markets change, just like how Tesla uses their AI to build their self-driving cars. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how this Tesla-inspired AI works, why this is a breakthrough in robotic or algorithmic trading, and I'm going to show you how we've had a guy make over $1 million doing this. Hi, my name is Adam Winnig, and for the past 6 or so years, we've been trading robots and trading algorithms, and we seem to see this consistent pattern where we'd go off and we'd build an algorithm or a trading robot and it would perform well for some period of time. And then after a period of time, it would start to perform less well and eventually perform quite poorly. And if you've been trading algorithms or robots for any extended period of time, you may have seen this happen as well. So what I realized was that it's not that the algorithm didn't work, it's that the market conditions changed. And when the market conditions changed, the algorithm no longer was suitable for that market condition. So as we were continually producing these algorithms or robots, we noticed that this problem popping up over and over again. It was actually one day I was sitting with my partner who had recently just bought a Tesla, and he was explaining to me, he said, Adam, hey, do you know how the Tesla self-driving cars are working? And I'm like, no, I don't really get it. How are they doing that? And basically what he said, well, Elon Musk and Tesla have thousands and thousands of users all around the world that own their cars that basically have these highly intelligent computers on board the car, and the car is constantly taking in information. Like, for example, let's say the car is driving and it needs to turn left here. Well, the car will try to turn left there, but it may get it slightly wrong. If the user has to manually input it and change the direction slightly, it'll send that data back to Tesla and say, hey, we need to turn a little bit slightly earlier on Johnson Street. Tesla is building their self-driving cars by simply having thousands of users that are all feeding data back to this central hub. And that's really what Tesla is. It's like a data company. And they simply just have more data than any other people that are trying to build self-driving cars. So essentially what they're doing is using their customers or drivers of the car as like data mining, like little units that are all driving around the place. And so I actually had this idea. I was like, this is really an interesting idea. What if we could apply this idea to trading? And so just to give you a quick bit of context, we've been building our algorithms specifically around these things called prop firms. If you're not familiar with them, really quickly, they're basically these large capital firms that are willing to fund good traders if you can pass their two-phase test. So for example, this is true Forex funds. They have a $100,000 test, meaning that if you pay this $499 test fee and you could pass both phase 1 and phase 2 of their test, they'll fund you with $100,000 worth of trading capital and let you keep like 80% of the profit. So the reason we love this is because of asymmetric risk to reward. It allows you to risk a little bit, only $500, but the reward could be really big, meaning that you could get $100,000 worth of trading capital and make as much withdrawals as you want on that. And just to give you an idea, their two-phase test works like this. You have to do 8% in order to pass phase 1. If you do that, you move on to phase 2, where you have to do a 5% profit target. And if you do that, then you become a funded trader. So now I had this idea. I was like, okay, so just like how Tesla created their self-driving cars, what if we could do the same thing? What if anybody that's trading our algorithm, what if we could collect all of that data and send it back to a central hub? And that way we have a trading strategy that always works in all different market conditions that's continuing to adapt and change as market conditions change. And so what we decided to do was build this thing called the prop farming leaderboard. Now, I just had that idea. My partner Joe and this guy named Tars, who are way smarter than me, actually put this all together. So thank them for this. But essentially what we did, anytime a user uses our algorithm and runs any sort of test, all of that data is simply fed back to this leaderboard. So just to give you an idea of how this works, right here we can see the different prop firms. So this is True Forex Funds, FTMO, and My Forex Funds. These are 3 different prop firms that we've optimized our data for. So just for example, True Forex Funds here, you can see that there's the 100 top strategies that are working right now here, ordered by rank of effectiveness. Now here you can see the strategy name here. You can also see the symbol that's traded and the time frame. So in this example, it's trading gold on the 1 minute time frame. You can also see the dates that this test was ran over. So this was ran over the course of the last 52 weeks. And you can see something called the overall pass rate, which basically means out of the last 52 weeks, had we have taken a test every single week, how many times would we have passed out of 100? Meaning that 96 out of 100 times it actually passed. Over the course of the last 12 weeks, this strategy's worked really, really good in current market conditions. We also built something called this recency score, which basically weights results that are more recent heavier than results that are like a year in the past. So this way we're trying to continually optimize for what's happening right now in the market. You can also see that this strategy has been backtest verified and live market verified, meaning somebody used this exact same strategy and was able to pass a prop firm challenge. The really cool thing about this is that you can click on this results tab here and you can see each week we started a challenge at market open and you can see if it passed or failed. So you can see there was 2 fails here and then pretty much the rest of the time it's been passing very consistently. Now, in all transparency, these are past performance. This is back-tested results. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to translate into the forward market results, but we do expect something that backtests well to perform well in the future versus something that doesn't backtest well, which may seem obvious. And as algorithmic traders, we just understand that the market is totally random and anything can happen at any time. And so we don't expect to have this high of a pass rate, but still it's quite a high pass rate, which if you look at the industry statistics, it shows that maybe like, I think it's 6% of people actually get funded that take a test. So we're like 10xing those odds. But here you can see it had a 96% pass rate. You can see the average days that it took. So it took 6.64 days in order to pass the challenge. And you can also see the average number of times that it hits its equity protector. What is an equity protector? It's just simply a mechanism that we built in to help you from blowing accounts and losing challenges or losing tests. Now, as cool as this is, we tried to make it as easy as possible for people to use. So you can simply come here to files and you can say, hey, I'm trading a $200,000 account. I'm on the challenge stage. My max loss that I can do is 10% and my profit target is say 8 or 10%, whatever you want it to be. And then you can just click download set file and it'll automatically download to your computer and you can upload it into your trading terminal and boom, you can be trading like that. And by the way, if you're trying to pass a prop firm challenge or looking for a robot that can actually work for you, go to propfarming.com. There you can see more details about how this system works and how you can apply to join our trading team. The reason why we're taking on more customers at this point is because each new customer gives us more and more data. Everyone inside of our community actually benefits from all of the added data. So the strategies just keep getting better and better as time goes along. As you can see, we took a page out of Tesla's playbook of how they're using data and their customers to build self-driving cars. And we're doing the exact same thing to build self-driving robots that can work in any market condition. And hey, if you thought this was interesting and you want to see how somebody's actually using it in real life, we just had a retired eye doctor use this exact same system to get funded $20 million. And he just made a payout of $1,080,000. Go ahead and check that video out right now.